I make music that electrify 'em. You make music that pacify 'em. I can double down on that line, but spare you this time. That's random acts of kindness. Know you're a master manipulator and habitual liar too. But don't tell no lie about me, and I won't tell truths about you.
The first law Kendrick Lamar used is from The Art of War, from Sun Tzu Military Strategies, and it is called Know Your Enemy. A quick recap: there were two enemies, or to be specific, two battleists, Abby and Cole. And remember, Cole is the one who started this whole shenanigan by saying they are the big three, and Lamar said, "It's big me." Cole responds with some drill shots, but Lamar decides not to respond to these. Lamar exactly knows that Cole is not the real enemy, and Lamar's refusal to battle with Cole makes Abby think this is a walkover, and he can flex on Lamar and there is nothing Lamar will do. This was the biggest mistake Abby made because Lamar brought every weapon out. It was a full-blown war. The question is, why did Lamar choose Abby, not Cole? And why did he completely destroy Drake? Yet, Drake is commercially more successful than Lamar. And by the way, how can such battles help you in your own battles with enemies and haters? Let me answer the last question. I was in the middle of doing a video addressing how to deal with your enemies and haters using the laws of power. And this battle got hotter, and all the strategies I was highlighting are exactly what Lamar used to destroy his opponent.
I'm sorry that I live a boring life. I love peace, but war ready. If the world is ready to see you bleed.
God, my confession is yours. But who am I if I don't go to war? Don't go to war.
Yes, it is war, and we need strategies. We need to win. On the issue of the enemy, Sun Tzu urges that, gentlemen, we are going to annihilate the enemy, and we shall meet again at the dinner. And Lamar's enemy is Drake. He knows this and he wants him and honor him. First, Kendrick knows that J. Cole is being used as a pony since there has been no big hate between Kendrick and Cole since history. Lamar says,
"They Cole foul. I don't know why you still pretending. They Cole foul. I don't know why you still pretending. They Cole foul. They Cole foul. They Cole foul."
Yes, Cole was corrupted, and that's why he made even an apology for his drill shots. Kendrick knows that if he includes Cole in this battle, he will give street credit to this fake plastic surgery scam artist. And two, the strategies Kendrick is going to use will not be super effective if Cole is involved. So the best target is to battle Drake. First, you want him in your battlefield, the one that you know better. Two, isolate him so he doesn't have any alliances to support him. 3. Make it racial. His fan base, which is made up of white majority, won't support him. Yes, majority of Drake fans are white. What is even funny is white people reviewing and critiquing this battle. Most of them usually identify with Drake. But you know this is a race war, so you have already alienated him from his fans.
How many more black features till you finally feel that you're black enough?
Let us analyze this war and see what each of these geniuses are using. Which military tactics will they use to win this war of the century, the worldwide hip-hop war? The official declaration of war was on April 13th, 2024, when Drake released the push-ups. And since Drake had the first strike, the best strategy was to use a preemptive strike. Everyone knew this war was inevitable, so Drake's preemptive strike was the best smart move. First, it gave him leverage to determine the terms of war as what is the war about. 2. Inflict much damage on the enemy so that it takes time for him to organize. He will be in a defending position and not attacking position. And 3. Negate an imminent threat. Yes, this midget is dangerous. Dangerous in fact, if he strikes first, we won't survive. So as the general, field marshal, conqueror of a minor empire, Abby Drake Graham, you set the standards of the battle. Flex on your biggest achievements.
Numbers wise, I'm out of here, you not fucking creeping up. Money wise, I'm out of here, you not fucking sneaking up.
Yes, Abby, what about international success?
You pussies can't get booked outside America for nan. I'm out in Tokyo because I'm big in Japan.
Now, give them something to defend themselves from.
I might take your latest girl and cuff her like I'm Ricky. Can't believe he jumping in, this nigga turning 50.
The preemptive strike is the best strategy that great military generals have used, including Colin Powell in the Gulf War, and has been of a great success. This strategy usually ends the war before even it begins, and here Abbey was winning not until Tyler made the freestyle. Mr. Drake, what the F was that shit about? How can you begin the war with F-15 and at the second battle you bring knives and machetes? This was the worst move I've ever seen, and you even knew this, and that's why you deleted the evidence by deleting tailor-made freestyle, and here you created the biggest weakness of preemptive strike, which is the miscalculation of the threat. Dude, you already started this war and you decided to step back. The enemy is charged, and you know this midget is dangerous.
Your little midget ass better fucking, hey. Your little midget ass better fucking, hey. Your little midget.
Let me explain this midget to you. Yes, this midget has seen your weaknesses and knows it's time to outmaneuver you. This strategy of superior maneuvering is a strategy for midgets winning big guys like you. Yes, you have more numbers. Yes, you have been successful. As Kendrick, why should I join the attribution wars where I will lose all my sources? Me, Kendrick, as a smart midget, I have to outsmart you. Let me isolate you. Let me question your identity and let me put you on the spot. Kendrick knows Abbey's fanbase that we talked about in the beginning will not join on this racial war. So how many features will you make to feel black?
Yeah, my first one, like my last one. It's a classic. You don't have one. Let your core audience stomach that. Then tell them where you get your abs from.
Unlike Drake, Lamar knows the importance of alliances. So he uses the next meter strategy of concentrating all the forces while Drake is busy attacking other artists. Lamar maximizes the use of concentration of forces, and his beef is concentrated only on Drake himself. He can't attack other rappers. It will reduce his resources.
This has always been about love and hate. Now let me say I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak this. If I catch flight, it's gonna be direct.
Both the superior maneuvering and concentration of forces has been used by great military strategists like Napoleon, and they have achieved great success. But Lamar is not done yet. You see, if you want to weaken your enemy, you need to do it internally. You need to break the morale. You need to raise suspicion in the unit while scaring away all the potential threats. And that is how 616 in LA came into place. Here the emphasis is that he has a spy in Drake camps and all his crew want to take his money only. This has a lot of negative effects, where you want the trust in the crew to instantly disappear and hence weakening the overall camp. At this rate, Abbey knows he's in serious trouble and it's now a full-blown war. The bites Drake set for this midget were not taken. You see, the tone that Push-Up Song wanted to set was to make this little midget talk about numbers. How many fans do you have? How much do you make? Where are your bling blings? And so on and so forth. But Lamar is smart. You don't have to attack your enemy head on when he has more infantry and is stronger than you. He will crush you and put you into the war of attribution. So Lamar has to set his own standards. And now Abbey is in big trouble. It's time to end this altogether. He has to bring all these weapons to crush this little.
Your little midget ass better fucking, hey.
But this is the mistake he's going to make. Lamar, for the most part, has been focusing on individuality to arouse the enemy. Sun Tzu writes again, "Now, in order to kill the enemy, our men must be aroused to the anger that they may be an advantage for defeating the enemy. They must have their rewards." Abbey is aroused and wants total revenge, but at what cost? Let us see. Most critics say that Drake in the Family Matters is the best of Drake's battle roadmap, which is true, but they usually forget that the kick of a dying horse is the strongest. I'm sorry, Abbey, but in this song Family Matters, you completely lost the war. Yes, the flow is good, yes, the lyrics are perfect, but where is the strategy? Where are the tactics? You forgot Sun Tzu words? Can I remind you that Sun says, Strategy without tactics is a slow route to victory, and tactics without strategy is noise. Drake didn't have neither tactics nor strategy in the Family Matters song. Drake is flexing only on bad habits, attacking opponents' innocent family, and also continuing attacking other artists that are not in the battle. While Kendrick has been tactical and strategic. He has been setting you up for this failure. For your failure to see the connotation, but you focus on the notation and just open your mouth. Kendrick's best tactic for all these strategies we talked about before was from Shaka Zulu's tactic called the buffalo horn tactic. Let me explain. In this tactic, the opponent keeps you busy with the main action of directly engaging with you in the direct confrontation, while encircling and trapping you with the left and the right horns. Yes, the personal stuff like fake beards and abs. Kendrick was just talking about the main action, but you focused on the side menus, and now you're in a big trap. You have attacked his struggles in his family, and you have openly exposed yourself. Look at this example.
Say you hate the girls I fuck, but what you really mean? I've been with black and white and everything that's in between.
My G, what exactly is that? Are you snitching on yourself? That's not flexing, my G. That's being stupid. Why would you express that you are promiscuous? And now, we have to enjoy your downfall. Yes, it's now the final stage of the war. Abe, you messed up big times. You attacking Lamar family was the only reason he needed to destroy the only thing remaining on your side. You gave Kendrick Lamar the needed credit to attack your family, and as in every war, if the enemy attacks you at home, the war is now defensive, not offensive. What does Khan say? The greatest happiness is to vanquish your enemy, to chase them before you, to rob them for their wealth, to see those dear to them bathed in tears, to clasp to your bosom their wives and daughters. The song Meeting the Grammys is the first to destroy the opponent's home, so now Drake has nowhere to go. And here Kendrick becomes a punishment from God. He addressed every member of Abby's family and bathed them in tears. But we are not done yet. We said this dude was self-snitching, and yes. The song Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar is now the only purpose we have to use to completely finish him. We can talk about his love for A minors and combine that with his fakeness. We have completely finished this war, and Drake, there is no more you. By the way, what is over for? Maybe your white fans can save you, but we shall see. And as always, when darkness falls, it's yourself around. I'm Demas. See you next.